For years, many hotels have been accused of being a magnet for human trafficking. The very fact that they exist to be temporary homes for humans have caused an influx of women being trafficked through them. Hotels are accountable because their staffs are supposedly trained to recognize and report human trafficking to the authorities. A recent accusation in the news has placed authorities on alert. Some major hotel chains have been accused of profiting from human trafficking.
What is trying to be established is that is it certain employees that are working with traffickers, or is it so hidden that employees are not aware of the illegal activity? Security officers working at the hotels monitor traffic to see who is entering the lobbies of the hotels and where they are going. Because of the amount of traffic in the hotels, it is a complicated job to keep track of everyone in every room. In the smaller motels, there are no on-site security staff, and many rely on third-party security companies and the local police to monitor their garages and motel rooms to keep their patrons safe. In this time, human trafficking business happens between a trafficker who has placed ads on a social media site and the person that answers it. The meeting often takes place in hotels and motels where the exchange is done between the trafficked and the John. The human trafficker is very close, oftentimes in the next room or in the hallway when you enter the room. The situation is not always so straightforward. Many men have reported that their cars have been vandalized, and some have even been robbed on their way to the meeting and felt that were set up by the trafficker. Many men will not come forward to make these allegations for fear their spouses will find out. Ironically, the men have now fallen victim to the human trafficker too.
So right now we're on our way to an area that's known for its human trafficking, drug use, and heavy prostitution. A lot of times 90% of the women that are out there prostituting would be caught up in some type of human trafficking, whether it's a man running a stable like what we used to call a pimp. These women are out there, getting drugs and different things from their human trafficker, and the human trafficker uses that addiction in order to make them perform sex acts to make him money. So he may be spending $40 or $50 to get the person high, but he's making from them maybe $1,000 to $1,400, and he's getting them food and drink. And the problem here is that they're being manipulated. The problem here is that they're being manipulated and forced to do something that is, I have to say, like human slavery. Is where you force people to plow fields, where you also force them to have sex with strangers in order for them to finance their drug habit, or in order for you to finance the drug habit. And then when they're washed up and they're no good, they get chucked to the street because nobody is really interested in really them. They're interested in the money that they can make from them.